At exactly 1:14 a.m., a terrified woman whispered 6 words into a 911 call before the line suddenly went dead. "He's inside the house again." Police rushed to a gated neighborhood in Phoenix, Arizona expecting a burglary, but when they arrived, the front door was locked, the windows were sealed, and there were no signs of forced entry. Inside the house, they found 34-year-old real estate agent Claire Bennett sitting alone at her kitchen table. The strange part: Claire insisted she had never called 911 at all. Yet the emergency call had come directly from her own phone. Claire had recently gone through a bitter divorce with her ex-husband Ethan, a former security systems technician who knew exactly how alarm systems worked. Friends said Claire had become increasingly paranoid in the months after the divorce. She claimed lights would randomly switch on in the middle of the night, kitchen cabinets would be left slightly open, and objects inside the house would move without explanation. Most disturbing of all, she told neighbors she sometimes heard footsteps upstairs even though she lived completely alone. Police initially believed stress or anxiety might be causing her fears because every time officers searched the property, they found nothing suspicious. No fingerprints, no forced entry, and no evidence anyone had entered the home. But then investigators discovered something strange inside Claire's security system logs. Someone had manually erased sections of the footage multiple times over several weeks. Detectives immediately focused on Ethan because only someone with advanced knowledge of the system could have done it. The suspicion grew stronger after neighbors admitted they had occasionally seen Ethan's car driving through the neighborhood late at night. Claire herself became convinced he was secretly entering the house to scare her. Detectives prepared to question him again, but before they could, another emergency call came in. This time Claire was screaming. Officers arrived within minutes and found her locked inside her bathroom clutching a kitchen knife. She told police she woke up after hearing someone slowly walking down the hallway toward her bedroom. Officers searched the home room by room once again, but there was still no sign of an intruder. Then one officer noticed fresh scratches near the attic entrance in the ceiling hallway. Detectives pulled down the attic ladder expecting to find an animal or maybe hidden wires from the security system. Instead, they discovered something horrifying. Hidden in the attic was a sleeping bag, bottled water, packaged food, batteries, and dozens of photographs of Claire taken inside the house without her knowledge. Some pictures showed her asleep in bed. Others showed her cooking dinner or watching television completely unaware someone had been secretly watching her from above. Investigators also found a small vent cut into the attic floor directly above Claire's bedroom. Police immediately believed Ethan was responsible. The evidence seemed overwhelming. But then the investigation took a shocking turn. Security footage from a gas station over 40 miles away showed Ethan buying coffee at the exact same time Claire reported hearing footsteps in the hallway. His alibi was airtight. Detectives were stunned. If Ethan wasn't inside the attic, then who had been living there? Forensic teams examined every item found in the attic and recovered a partial fingerprint from one of the water bottles. The print belonged to a man named Daniel Reeves, a former maintenance contractor who had worked inside homes throughout Claire's neighborhood months earlier. Detectives quickly uncovered a disturbing history. Daniel had previously been questioned in 2 separate stalking investigations involving women living alone, but there had never been enough evidence to arrest him. When police searched Daniel's apartment, they found hundreds of photographs, notebooks filled with Claire's routines, and detailed sketches of her house layout. During interrogation, Daniel calmly admitted he had been secretly living inside Claire's attic for nearly 12 days. He explained that he entered through a hidden maintenance hatch connected to a neighboring vacant property and only moved through the house late at night while Claire slept. Then detectives asked the question that changed everything: how did you disable the security system without triggering alarms? Daniel smiled and gave an answer nobody expected. I learned from Ethan's online tutorials. Investigators later discovered Ethan had uploaded technical videos years earlier explaining how to bypass security systems during maintenance work. Daniel had obsessively studied those videos online and used the information to secretly enter Claire's home without detection. Ethan was completely innocent, but his expertise had unknowingly helped a stalker become nearly invisible. Daniel Reeves was eventually charged with stalking, unlawful surveillance, burglary, and invasion of privacy. During sentencing, Claire said the most terrifying part wasn't discovering someone had been inside her house. It was realizing he had been there while she felt safest. She later moved out of Arizona and disappeared from public attention completely. But even after the case was closed, one detail still disturbed investigators. Hidden beneath the attic insulation, detectives found a notebook containing observations about Claire's daily life. The final entry had been written only hours before Daniel's arrest. It said, "She still doesn't realize how often I stand directly above her while she sleeps.